Thank you for joining us today for the ITS podcast. Really pleased to be joined by Andy Mitchell from PaperCut. Tony's here as well, and today's subject is all based on the recent PaperCut Partner Summit, where they invited a number of the partners and ASCs down to London for an afternoon to really get an update as to where PaperCut is, where PaperCut's going, and some of the really exciting new features that are being developed on the roadmap. So Andy, thank you for joining us today.
Pleasure, nice to be here.
So Andy, the subject of the partner summit was who broke printing?
Yeah.
So it's a really interesting question. I think a lot of people are asking that at the moment. So tell me, what does PaperCut mean by who broke printing?
Okay, thanks, Tom. Well, first of all, it wasn't me. I think John touched it last, so I'm blaming John.
I'll take full responsibility. It's not a problem.
I think the truth is, what we mean by who broke printing, it wasn't a single entity or person that obviously broke printing. The IT landscape's changed. We're looking at different things now. We've got new software rules, excuse me, from Microsoft, new technology in computers and software, and a much stricter Office network and security protocols, and with the end of life of Windows 10. So it's kind of a perfect technology storm, really.
Yeah. So it's quite a lot of things then going on all at the same time. That kind of makes it quite complicated by the sounds of it. So I think what would be good would maybe to break it down, into,
I think so.
into little bits.
Different sections.
Yeah. So let's have a look at that first. So I think the first section that we're looking at, I think we can call who broke the print driver. Because I don't know about you, but it used to be really easy to install a driver, but there's so much going on. So, I mean, Microsoft introduced, Windows Protected Print.
They did.
When was that? Was that October 24?
It was. We're still waiting for it to happen. But yes, they have introduced it.
Yeah, so it's there. It's in Windows 11. So what happens on a Windows device if you enable that?
Yeah, great question, Tony. So think of a print driver as a translator, an easy way that helps a computer talk to a printer. So Microsoft have brought out their new security updates that turns off the old traditional translations to eradicate third-party vulnerabilities. That's basically what they've done. They're tightening up their security.
Okay. So that all came around on the back of Print Nightmare, which was 2 years ago, give or take. I'm still surprised when I go and speak to a number of partners and they speak to their customers who have got no knowledge of WPP. What can we do? What should they be doing to make sure that they're out there being that trusted advisor to their end users?
They need to be leaning in on this. Embrace the challenge. That's an opportunity, right?
Yeah.
So they need to be able to explain what the risk is if they aren't aware of it. And that's how I think how the channel become trusted advisors. They can lean on this conversation and get ahead of the problem with the end user before it becomes a problem.
Yeah, I guess so they can go and speak to their customers about it and say, look, you may not be aware, but X, Y, Z is coming. You need to make yourself future-proof and get yourself ready for it. I guess it's a bit like what we're seeing as well with the new processors. So you got x64, which has been around for donkey's years, and now there's been an introduction of ARM64.
Yeah.
And Snapdragon, which people will probably be more familiar with. You mention ARM64 to people, and you kind of get a bit of a blank expression back sometimes. Mention Snapdragon, because it's on some third-rate football team's shirt, people go, I recognise that. It's on the United shirt.
You meant third placed?
Nice.
Did I say third party? Or third,
Have we got a United fan in the room?
I think we may have, yes.
Oh, right, okay.
Swiftly moving on from football, because that's a horrible thing to talk about right now. Tell us a little bit more about ARM64, x64, Jamf, and how PaperCut are helping get over the issues that our partners and their customers are finding when buying these devices.
No problem. So ARM64 isn't going away. It's the disruptor. It's the new kid on the block. It's in all our technology, our smartphones, anything that can use AI. And I guess why it's a challenge or disruptor to the industry is its price point. ARM devices are cheaper to buy. They have longer battery lives. They are attractive to new businesses looking to bring in new devices. We love print. Print is our world. it's not an IT person's world, or it's not the buyer's world. So they'll buy in new devices at a good price, but they won't think that it actually isn't compatible anymore with anyone's printing infrastructure.
So what happens then? So I've just bought myself this shiny new Snapdragon powered laptop, Microsoft Copilot Plus, whatever they're called, and I go to print. What's different?
They don't talk to each other in the same language anymore. So we're calling it the print blackout.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
So you can have a school that's just brought 100 new shiny laptops, for instance. Great work, you've saved us a fortune. They come to install them and they don't print. The print infrastructure is down because they cannot see each other.
So literally the print driver they've been used to using that might be on their print server just doesn't work.
Correct. The legacy x64,
Yeah.
it won't work.
And I guess when they can't print, the first thing they do is phone up their hardware supplier and go, you supply us with the copier, we can't print to it, how are you going to fix it?
Because it's their fault, right?
Because it's down to them, because they can't do file print and something comes out on the device.
So this is where the reseller with a bit of education, Partner Summit, etc., can lean in again and be that trusted advisor. And with PaperCut, we can solve that problem.
Cool. Okay. So, and of course, the other thing is the Windows 10 end of life. So how's that affecting this whole technology changeover?
So with Windows 10 obviously going end of life, Windows 10 can't upgrade Windows 11. And what it's done is it's actually accelerated the technology drive for ARM devices. And this is where we're starting to get that perfect storm.
So that's what it is. And so we've got Microsoft deciding they're going to lock things down.
Yeah.
So that you can't use the traditional print drivers anymore if you enable Windows protected print mode. You've got ARM 64 Snapdragon processors, which can't use traditional print drivers. And you've got people who've got old Windows 10 laptops and computers that don't have the physical capability to upgrade to Windows 11. Of course, they're going out buying new machines and they're thinking, that Snapdragon computer looks nice and cheap, I'll have that.
Absolutely.
That's a bit of a mess, isn't it?
It is a mess. But what it is an opportunity.
Yeah.
I think it's quite an exciting opportunity. I think it's there for our partners to go out and speak to their customers and just make them aware of it. Make sure they're aware of it before the issue happens.
Absolutely.
So they know that they've got a solution in place where they can say, right, PaperCut, you know it, you trust it. It can also take care of this for you as well. And make them aware that it can look after those different processes that people are now starting to see. Because their marketplace is only getting bigger. I think we had Alex here in the last podcast talking about it as well. And he was saying it's about a 3% market share they've got right now. But in the next 12, 18 months, they're looking to grow to 15, 20% market share.
Yeah.
All those users getting their shiny new box going, I've got to print, open up the laptops, file print, and nothing happens.
Yeah. So what have PaperCut done? So what is the golden egg that our partners can deliver to their customers and say, here we go, we can solve WPP, we can solve Snapdragon, we can solve the fact that you're having to update your hardware?
So the golden egg is PaperCut. We've got a print enablement strategy, whether it's PaperCut MF with print deploy or it's PaperCut Hive with printing deployment. We can take all that pain away and the software can do it for them.
So it's that print queue deployment thing, print deploy thing, which is what it's all about. Yeah, which, as I said, Alex was with us last time talking all about that, wasn't he? So don't think we want to go over that all again.
No.
But it's a really important thing, isn't it? Because, you said yourself, there's a real opportunity here.
There really is.
So are you able to maybe break that down, the commercial side of that, a little bit more?
Before you do that, can I jump in on this one? Because since we did the last one with Alex 5 weeks ago, a lot of our partners have been listening to those podcasts and have contacted us, asking us about print queue deployment and the benefits to them and their end users.
Yeah.
And I had a great example with one of my partners who had an opportunity for PaperCut Hive on 17 MFDs. So beautiful opportunity. And he got the paperwork signed.
Yeah.
He then listened to that podcast. We had a conversation. He said, I'm sure they've got some desktop printers dotted around the business. And they had 45 desktop printers that weren't related to the partner. They've gone out and bought them themselves.
Right.
They were buying toners for themselves. So the partner weren't touching them at all. But they were going to be having issues with print queue deployment and distributing print drivers and print queues to them.
That's what it's all about,
So
isn't it?
they sold them the 45 printer licenses in addition to the 17 MFD licenses, doubled the value of their sale to the end user just by having a very small conversation with that end user about deploying print queues.
Oh man! So that would have just basically been money left on the table, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they wouldn't have touched it. They wouldn't have even looked at those because they don't touch them. They're not theirs. They're not their printers. Yeah. There's no interest in it. Just the MFDs they were looking at to begin with.
Wow. I think that kind of speaks for itself, then, doesn't it?
It's a really powerful story. It's a recent one. It shows it's there. It's just having the bravery to again, I use that word, lean in and find out where the challenges are. We know for a fact, the industry telling us, queue management, drivers for now until WPP kicks in, but queue management is going to be an issue. It is now and is going forward. It's a huge resource on system admins. So if the partners can lean in and go and talk to the system administrators, the IT, bring it up. Don't be afraid to bring it up. PaperCut ITS has the solution to create more commercials, but also take a very value-added problem away.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, definitely helps. Definitely helps. And then the other area that you spoke about at the summit was who broke the network.
Yeah.
Which we just take for granted that we come in, we plug ourselves in, we press file print, and something comes out on the printer. That's not always the case, and you're not seeing that right now. So I guess it can mean so many things to many different people, but
no, it can. I mean, look, we've had it good for 28 years, right? It just works.
Yeah,
is the saying. Everything just works. We've had seismic changes, disruptors introduced this next, or now in the next 18 months, and it just doesn't work anymore because PaperCut used to work on every platform, any device, any printer. But the landscape's changing. We said that earlier, the IT landscape's changing. What we've got to look at now is supporting any network, because that's what's changing.
Yeah.
So that's when we say it's broken, it's changing.
Because I hear about these phrases through my resellers from customers. It's normally driven by the customer, and they're saying, "Oh no, we need something that will work in zero trust or client isolation."
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah, that's a really good question, Tony. So zero trust means many things to many different people. If I asked you, John, or you, Tony, you'd have a different variation. Zero trust is north-south, network isolation. So my printer cannot talk to anything. It can't go east or west. It just talks directly upwards. So that's zero trust or network isolation. And that's a common factor. And that's when we're saying the network is starting to get broken because the old way isn't working. Security is a big change to this industry. And with that comes challenges. Again, an opportunity for the partners to step in and solve these issues. Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a customer who says, right, I've decided I'm going to put my printers onto this network, and my users are also on that network, but all they can see is the internet. And that's all a security thing, yeah?
Yes.
It's to stop bad pieces of software making their way across. Right, fair enough. I get why they're doing it.
Yeah.
So how do you print if you don't have a local network?
Yeah, sure.
So I guess it's cloud printing, yeah?
It's exactly called cloud printing or cloud pull, whatever way you want to call it. We call it cloud pull delivery. On certain manufacturers, we are going to, by the end of the calendar year, Chris Dance has promised this on the summit, get to most manufacturers, if not all manufacturers. So providing you're supported, I think we have Lexmark, Kyocera, Sharp,
Ricoh,
thank you. Yeah, Ricoh, gotta forget that. With Tosh, HP, and Fuji coming next. New player coming next.
So who does that leave us? That leaves us Xerox,
Konica Minolta, and Canon.
Yeah, that's it.
Pretty much.
That's brilliant.
So it's good. It's a lot of work. I hope people realise being channel agnostic is brilliant, but it comes with a lot of work and development. Hence, we are working away. We are working as hard as we can with the OEMs
Yeah.
So a lot of it is reliant on them to get their SDKs up to what we need it to be to support the feature.
Yeah.
We're a long way in, but yeah, going back to your question, Tony, cloud pull is the answer.
Yeah.
Cloud pull is the answer.
Just got it right in my own mind then. So what that means is I'm sat here, I do file print, my print job goes off to the cloud node, stays there, I go up to the MFD, and I then pull that job down.
Directly from the cloud.
Does that not slow things down though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great question. The answer is no. We work hard on performance.
Okay.
It's a big thing for us. If cloud is our future strategy, we have to have or manage end user expectations, just like, electric charging for cars. We're trying to get down to that petrol pump experience, right? So it's the same with our cloud pull feature. We're desperately trying to work hard and striving to get that experience better and better. And thanks to beta testing with partner collaboration, we've managed to develop and speed up that process. One of the ways we're using it is we're calling it pipelining. So when a job comes in, it starts putting that job, the next job's already on.
Yeah.
And likewise, the next page comes in, the next page is already downloading. So we're always working and striving for that perfection to get it as quick as possible. And that's coming with beta testing, channel collaboration.
So if your printer says it's a 40-page a minute printer, it should be producing those pages.
That's
40
the
pages a minute.
expectation we have to manage. Absolutely.
That's brilliant. That's
Yeah.
really good.
We're very proud of the development team. You do good work, guys.
So we all know that development team do great work, and MF and Hive are being developed all of the time. I think there was always a bit of a concern when Hive first got launched that MF would be forgotten about and sort of left in the back corner, and all development would be shifting to Hive. But we've seen that's not the case now. So is there anything from the summit, and this is a bit of a curveball for you, so
I'll say.
Yeah. Is there anything from the summit that you can share in terms of the roadmap for both of the products?
Yeah, okay. Nice curveball. Thank you, John. That wasn't in the questions. So PaperCut MF will still be our flagship.
Yeah.
On-premise is still the preference. Whilst we're still seeing a lot of cloud migration, yeah, we won't stop developing MF. And a lot of MF now is on security, SAML, Okta. We're looking to get the the MFA working. And again, it's that word, security. That should be the theme of the summit, I guess. Is security. So it's managing expectations for enterprise, larger companies that work with modern platforms.
Yeah.
So that's where we are with MF. We have version 26 coming out imminently. So we'll get on the portal. We'll teach you all about that when it comes out.
We'll get you back down for another podcast. Don't worry about that.
That's
And
right.
we can talk about version 26 then as well.
Perfect. But that just shows we're still putting a lot of development into the product. It's not being left alone. And with Hive, it's super exciting. We've got the groups at last. I can hear you all saying yes.
Yeah.
Shared accounts will follow on very quickly from groups once we've got that piece of work out of beta.
Mhm.
Then we're looking at things like payment gateways. So we are starting to make Hive. It will never be MF, but as close to that feature expectation a lot of our end users and partners have out there.
So that's really going to kind of finish off almost everything that's needed for an education customer, isn't it?
Absolutely. And that's our driver.
Is that the strategy?
It is. Education, whilst PaperCut does fit into all verticals, education is still our foundation. So, and with that, we have to protect and migrate our base. And until we get that high feature set, we can't do that. Next 6 months, before Christmas, we'll have that feature set to be able to protect the partners' MF base, and they'll be able to migrate to Hive and cloud as and when. Yeah. That said, Hive sales are doubling year on year. So it's not all just a feature set mindset.
That was going to be my next question, and I don't know if you've got the stats, but the split between Hive and MF sales, are we talking 50-50, 60-40,
no.
70-30?
We're probably more 75-25. Whilst the uptake is big for cloud, there are a lot of customers that still quite aren't trusting the cloud. We are a cloud first region. EMEA is the best selling cloud region. That said, people still like their product on premise. If they've got MF already, they're not going to switch to Hive because they probably, in education especially, they'll want the feature set. However, those that want to go to cloud and just want print, Hive's good to go. It does exactly what they need. So yeah, I fully expect, John, year on year, we will see those changing. I'm going to guess 70-30 at best.
Okay.
But the cloud adoption is picking up for sure.
Which is what we're seeing. And you've always got that option as well to do that migration from MF over to Hive when they're ready. As long as they've got valid maintenance and support, they can do that shift over.
Well said.
Which I think it's. I'm not wearing a PaperCut badge, but I should be really just do. Yeah.
No, it's about meeting a customer wherever they are on the journey. That's why we have MF subscription.
Yeah.
And then we jump across to Hive. We make that journey as easy as possible wherever they are on the journey.
Yeah. What I'm seeing actually a lot in my customers is where schools, particularly primary schools, have got older servers. So maybe Windows Server 2016 or something like that, and maybe sometimes even older. And it's come to the end of its life. And rather than spending, I think I was talking to somebody the other day, I think it's about £10,000 now to implement a new server.
Yeah.
Which is madness.
It really is.
So it makes much more sense for them to go to a cloud solution, a SaaS solution like PaperCut Hive.
Absolutely.
Actually, for primary school, I think PaperCut Hive is a fantastic opportunity.
Do you know what? Primary was the first market that Hive went into. It surprised us. We didn't see it. But that was the biggest seller in education, certainly in its early days, was primary for exactly that.
Yeah.
No third party. They just wanted to host a solution. Didn't need the feature set, and it's still a lot of opportunity out there in education. I think we say something like, oh gosh, I'm not going to guess, 6,000 schools without anything. People, the perception is that PaperCut has saturated the market. There are an awful lot of schools out there without any solution. So get out there, guys, and be asking those questions. Yeah,
it needs to be done. I do have the figures, but they're on my phone. If I go and get them now, I'll be walking across the camera and it will go horribly wrong. But yeah, I took a screenshot of what Stu was telling us.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
The figures are, you know what? Talk amongst yourselves.
He's going to go and get the numbers.
Great. No, it's good he's doing that.
While he's doing that, I mean, what was there anything else really in the summit that actually, you know, what would be a really good question is if you know somebody's not watched the summit, didn't join the summit on the day, is there some way they can catch up on the materials?
Sure is, Tony. They can jump onto our PaperCut portal. I'm going to read this out. portal.papercut.com/events. Get on it.
So it's the events.
It's the events, yeah. So marketing events, and you can catch all the old or previous Partner Connect events and the PaperCut Summit, so you can see everything and watch it in your own time.
Brilliant. So what figure did you quote?
6,000.
I think it says 6,000, yeah.
Yeah, but pretty bang on. It's just shy of 7,000, 6,900.
Okay. Wow.
So 22% of education have nothing.
That's a big opportunity.
Yeah,
that's a big opportunity.
It's worth getting off my chair for.
I'm glad you did that. I'm glad you did that to prove that.
Yes.
But it's a huge figure. Like I said, the perception of the marketplace is PaperCut has saturated the market.
Yeah.
They haven't. There's 22% of schools with nothing.
Yeah.
That's great. That's now a print enablement conversation. If they don't want print management and they're not ready yet to have that expense, we can offer a queue management solution for them and then go in with a managed print solution.
And you know, that conversation we had last time with Alex, if it's a commercial opportunity, so rather than being education, but it's an organisation that doesn't want print management, all they want to be able to do is to be able to print.
Yeah.
Then, you know, again, PaperCut Hive, print queue deployment is the way forward with that printer subscription.
Yeah.
I had a very similar opportunity to you, somewhat smaller, as to be said, but you know, it was like 20 printers, but 90 plus print queues.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, you know, it's one of those situations where how do you manage that? Well, without PaperCut Hive, it was manual, which was just horrible.
Yeah.
PaperCut Hive's gone in and it's been beautifully well accepted, and they love it, and it does what they need it to do.
That's brilliant. That's good to hear, because it is a net new opportunity. We didn't have this feature 6 months ago. This is now a great way of, maybe just starts with put the horse before the cart. We don't go with print management. We go with a queue management solution, and then go back in and upsell the Hive feature set as and when they get used to it. Or if you've got existing Hive customers, like John's story, go back and investigate.
Yeah.
I guarantee there's a fleet of printers there. I think the stat was for one every embedded, there's 4 devices.
Yes.
That's 5 times or 4 times the opportunity.
Brilliant. So while John was getting his phone, you told us that you can watch back the summit.
Yeah.
And actually, I have to say, there's some really, really good content. So if you did miss it, do get on there. And there's some extra content as well afterwards, isn't there?
There is. There's a deep dive.
Technical deep dives.
Yeah.
For those of you who are technical. But there's more than that, isn't there? There's actually a way that you can, I mean, the training, I think you've expanded what's in the training as well.
Yeah, we have the LMS portal as a chance to earn prizes and gift vouchers by just simply doing the free of charge training that then creates sales opportunities. So you're getting a reward for doing training and another reward because with that training, you're going out and hopefully creating more GP and sales.
And again, that's for sales and technical people.
Sales and technical, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We never discriminate.
You love them both.
We
Excellent.
do, equally.
So that summit was really worthwhile
Yeah.
being part of. Really enjoyed the session actually in London with everybody. I thought that was such a good way of doing this. So any partners out there that fancy doing a watch party, so I invite, bringing people together, sitting down, having conversations afterwards, really recommend it. Maybe something that ITS we can do as well.
Yeah,
with you
possibly,
guys. So we'll look into that as well. But
That's great feedback.
really worth it. There's always an and finally with these things, isn't there? Yeah. And it has to be said, no modern conversation seems to be complete without the mention of AI.
AI.
So tell us, what are PaperCut doing with this ubiquitous technology?
That's a great word you use there, actually, because AI is a buzzword. It has a use, but it's got to have a use. It can't just be gimmicky. It's got to have a purpose. So we have a built-in smart AI system on our portal. I don't know if anyone's seen it. It's much more than a chatbot. It's not just for technical, it's for sales. So if you've got a tender RFP you need to pop in, you can pop that in the chatbot and it will write the tender for you. If you've got a white paper security question, you can pop that into the portal. If you want to do a sales presentation and ask for specifics about PaperCut, you can pop that into the portal question and it will create a sales presentation for you.
Wow.
It is so much more powerful than a chatbot. But there was I don't know about you guys, but it caught my eye and I thought it was a game changer, was the Multiverse partner intelligence.
Yeah, I think this is a future technology. It's something
Correct.
which is in development, isn't it?
Exactly right. I'm glad you pointed that out. This is in development and keep your eye on the percolator, guys, because it will be on there sooner or later, but it's so powerful. I always think Multiverse is one of the most undersold, undervalued parts of the PaperCut portfolio. You guys have got research.
Just jumping in there. You say sold?
It's free of charge.
Free of charge.
When I mean sold, I mean the perception of it is sold, not monetary. It's a selling.
It's a free gift. That's what gets me. It's an amazing tool. Free gift from PaperCut to every partner out there.
Yeah, and the gift that keeps giving.
Yeah, it's adding it. But so what are PaperCut doing with AI in Multiverse?
So yeah, we're combining our raw data with extensive knowledge from the PaperCut portfolio, and then what we're going to do, it will be reading across using algorithms. It'll be reading across the reseller or the partner's Multiverse base and giving them prompts. Every week, it will generate a report, give an insight. So it might be saying, "Hey, you've got 94 customers up for renewal, 3 are at risk." It might say you've got 5 customers with a high security risk because it's monitoring their network. It's monitoring the versions of control. It might say that this fleet has just added your 30 Ricos or Conoco out fleet has just had 2 HPs introduced. You might want to lean in and talk about that. So it's not just a technical resource anymore. I always thought Multiverse was a good sales QBR tool anyway, but it's a technical resource, it's a sales resource, and also a customer delivery service resource. So we're making it so much more powerful. So yeah, keep your eyes open. I'm super excited about this.
Yeah.
And when is that? When are you looking to get that launched with the new version?
True PaperCut style.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
Excellent.
Just watch the percolator.
Yeah, absolutely. No, to joke aside, you're absolutely right, Tony. Watch the percolate. You made a good point earlier. It is in development. We have a working model.
Yeah.
So hopefully this calendar year.
Okay.
I have to say, we did see a live demo, didn't we?
It looked great.
It does look amazing.
Does look
some
very
of the
good.
prompts that he's got are absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, real value adds, and really again helps the partners become those valued advisors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But going back to the AI side of things, we had over a 2 or 3 week period several partners saying, I've been online, I've gone onto ChatGPT and I've asked a question about PaperCut and he's told me this about Hive.
Yeah.
And we're going, well, that's not right. Don't believe all that you see on
Absolutely.
online AI search tools. The one in the partner portal is going to overcome all of that because the information you get from that is from PaperCut.
It's derived from the source.
Yes,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not from a third party going, oh, I'll grab it from here, and hopefully it'll be the right information. So that's a really powerful tool that our partners should be
It's
using.
a good point to lean in on because, yeah, AI is brilliant, but it hallucinates. It gives you the wrong answers. You have to challenge it back. So it's a really good point you made, John. It's the source you're going to, so everything will be bang on.
Fantastic.
Yeah, which is going to make everyone's life so much easier.
Well, that's been absolutely brilliant, Andy.
Oh, it's been a pleasure. I've really enjoyed it. Thanks.
Well, thanks for coming along. Is there anything else that you want to talk to us about today? Did we miss something? You got a little nugget in there somewhere?
No, it's been pretty comprehensive, to be honest. We've talked about future technologies. We've talked about past. We've talked about present. We've talked about the roadmap going forward with cloud and MF. I don't know about you guys, I've got to say, so I've got the PaperCut badge, but I don't have to say it. I'm really excited about PaperCut and where we're going with our journey. It's a good time to be at PaperCut. It's a good time to have trusted partners like ITS to go into the channel and really optimize this opportunity.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
And we'll see you again soon when version 26 comes out.
Look forward to the future curveballs.
We get you back down again.
Thank you, John.
Excellent. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, guys.
Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us again for this podcast. I hope you appreciated the content we've got on here. As always, like and subscribe and make sure that you get the latest update from ITS and our channel sales team.